Hello, my name is Eric Orme, and I was, I suppose in effect, the first ever employee of the Junction, and in fact I was the only employee for about 3 years. My background was in youth or young people's theatre, and I was working in young people's theatre in the West Midlands when I saw an advert for a venue development officer for Cambridge City Council to help set up a new venue for young people. That was back in 1987. Importantly, I lived in a narrowboat in the West Midlands, and I could navigate my narrowboat to Cambridge, so that meant that I could apply, and I was lucky enough to get the job, and it was an amazing period of time. I arrived on a salary of £8,000 a year. There was no desk and nowhere really for me to sit, because I was nested with the City Council and responsible really to both the young people of the town and to the City Councillors through the steering committee, which was set up to help navigate Cambridge towards its first venue for young people. They were amazing times. It was often touch and go whether we would actually get the Junction together. We ran lots of events, gigs in the Guildhall, both bands and dance events. We also did a lot of comedy. Cabaret on the Common, I think, was the first of the comedy. That was on Midsummer Common in the tent up for the Strawberry Fair, I think. And then Cambridge, the Comedy Underground, which was a real success. And we finally and slowly navigated our way towards setting up the Junction. There was a false start because it was due to open not on the 14th of February 1990, but back in November 1989. But we found that the progress in the construction of the building was very slow, and eventually found out that that was because the builders were going bust. And so we were able to encourage them to keep going and to set a new opening date of the 14th of February. And here I am. This is a photograph of John Peel and me holding, that's a recording tape, a recording studio tape to open the Junction 30 years ago today. I must say I'm so completely overwhelmed with what's been achieved by the many people that have taken it forward since the time that I handed it over to the first team that were to run the Junction and make it what it is. So well done to all of them, and here's to the next 30 years.